Hello everyone, this is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Business Communications at Ozarka College. Today what I'm going to do is give you just a little bit of feedback on the chapters 13 and 14 activities that I finished grading this morning. And then I'm going to tell you what we've got coming up due for our next set of activities. And also I'm going to give you a little bit of information about Project 2. There are two parts to Project 2, and I'll kind of explain both parts of that. All right, so the first thing is, like I said, I did finish grading the chapters 13 and 14 activities this morning. As soon as you can, go ahead and look at the grades for those activities and read the corresponding grading comments. Let me know if you have any questions at all. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have about the grades or the grading comments. Overall, most of you did extremely well on the assignment and on the chapter test, so I really appreciate those of you that are putting the time and effort into the class. I really appreciate that, so keep up the good work on that. So now that brings us to what we've got coming up due for our next set of activities. So if we go to the activities page in Ozarka, right now we're on week 10 of this semester. Okay, and of course we just had work due last night. We don't have anything else due this week, but we do have work due late next week. So you've got a little over a week, about a week and a half basically, to be working on the activities that are due during week 11. Specifically, they're due Saturday, November 2nd. You've got the chapters 9 and 10 assignment, chapters 9 and 10 test, and the chapters 9 and 10 discussion that are all due by Saturday, November 2nd. So be working on those. In chapter 9, you're going to be learning about business reports. So you're going to basically learn about the process of creating a business report. And you're going to learn about research methods that are used to complete business reports. All right. And then in chapter 10, you're going to learn how to manage data and use graphics in business reports. Okay, so just make sure that you are working on those activities. Now, this chapters 9 and 10 is a little bit different as far as the assignment goes as other assignments have been this semester. The reason I say that is because there are a couple of the questions on the assignment that are going to require you to open up Microsoft Excel and create some worksheets. Okay, and so you'll notice questions 3 and 4 basically have you prepare question 3 has you prepare a table from prepared data. And it gives you all the data and so forth, and then you're going to be creating basically a worksheet table in Excel, and then you're going to be saving that in a Word document. Okay, and I show you how to do all that in the demonstration video at the bottom of the page. So you'll notice there are a couple of demonstration videos here. One of these is for question 3, and one of them is for question 4. This one is for question 3. I show you basically how to all the steps involved in creating the worksheet and putting in the numerical data and the appropriate formulas and functions to get the calculated values. And then also I show you how to take that worksheet and save it into a Word document, okay, which is what you would need to do for a business report. And then in the second video, this corresponds to question 4 on the assignment, where I have you create a pie chart with specific data that I give you. You're basically creating a pie chart and basically doing kind of the same thing. You're going to be creating it in Excel and then saving it into a Word document. Okay, basically copying it into a Word document, which is again what you would need to do to have it as part of a business report. All right, and so as you're working on the chapters 9 and 10 assignment, keep in mind that it's going to take a little bit more time than other assignments have so far this semester. So it would be a good idea to get started as soon as possible. All right, don't wait until the last day or the last couple of days, because you probably won't get it done. This is going to take some time. So there's also videos here that show you how to create a business report, guidelines for creating short business reports, and so forth. So make sure you're using all the resources there. I've also provided PowerPoint slides for chapters 9 and 10 that you can use to learn the concepts, the procedures for creating different parts of a business report. But basically, like I said, you need to get started as soon as possible and make use of these demonstration videos. That's what they're there for. Make sure you're actually using those demonstration videos to help you. All right, and let's see. Let's go back to activities here. All right, so you've got the chapters 9 and 10 assignment, test, and discussion again due by Saturday, November 2nd. Now, you'll also notice there are a couple of items under week 12 that are due fairly soon after the chapters 9 and 10 activities are due. So about 5 days after that, on Thursday, November 7th, you've got Project 2, Parts 1 and 2. All right? And let me tell you a little bit about these projects, or the Project 2, Parts 1 and 2. The Part 1 is where you're going to create a resume for a job that you would like to apply for. So let's go ahead and click on that Project 2 Part 1 resume link there. And first thing you'll want to do, and you'll want to go ahead and do this as soon as possible, preferably in the next few days. If you haven't already done this, you need to click the action button there and then click on Open in Google Viewer and read through the instructions here. And get started on your resume. You at least need to go ahead and be looking at ads for jobs that are closely related to the field of study and the qualifications that you have or that you will have once you complete the degree that you're working on now. You need to go ahead and find a job posting and then go ahead and start creating a resume for that job posting. Okay, and I gave you specific instructions here, so make sure that you're reading through those project guidelines. And then I've also created a link here for you under resources, which is a chronological resume template that I would like you to use for your resume. It's just going to make the process of formatting the resume much easier, because all you're going to be doing with the template is you're just going to be plugging in your personal information into the template, and the formatting is going to be done for you already. So it's going to make the process of creating the resume much easier for you, much less time consuming. All right, so make sure you're using that. And then I've also provided videos here too that show you the proper procedures and steps in creating a good resume. All right, so that's part 1. And let's now look at part 2 of Project 2. Part 2 is where you're going to create an application letter, also called a cover letter, that will go with your resume. All right, that you're creating for this job posting that you find. Okay, and this is kind of the same thing. I've got a template here for you for the application letter. So I'd like you to use that template. And again, it's just going to make the process of creating your application letter much faster, much more efficient, and also going to have all the formatting done for you so that you don't have as much of a risk of having formatting problems on your documents. And so, and again, with this part 2 where you're doing the application letter, there are also instructions for that. So you'll use the action button to open up the instructions here, read through those instructions or guidelines for the project carefully, and again, go ahead and get started on this project 2, parts 1 and 2, because if you wait till the week that they're due, you probably won't have time to get it all done. This is something that you're going to have to go ahead and start working on now, so that you can have that process completed by the time it's due. All right. I've also got videos here on this page that show you how to create a cover letter, some tips and tricks and so forth on creating a good quality cover letter to go with your resume to apply for a particular job. Okay. So go ahead and be working on those parts 1 and 2 for project 2, and just let me know as you're working on those. Just let me know if you have questions. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And also keep in mind, I know this is still a few weeks away, but keep in mind that the week before finals, which will be week 16 of the semester, which seems like it's a long time away, but it's really not that far away, you're going to be doing a job interview to go along with the resume and the cover letter that you have submitted in Project 2. So Project 3 is going to be really a continuation of what you do in Project 2. So, and what I'll do for that is I will have you schedule probably a week or two before the week that Project 3 is due. I will send out a schedule and allow you to choose a time and date that you will meet with me online to conduct your interview. And I will basically act as the interviewer, and I will ask you questions, and basically your grade will be comprised of how you do in that interview, how well you answer the questions, things like eye contact, things like that. So in all the specifics of how you'll be graded are on the guidelines for that Project 3. So be looking through that as well. I know it's, again, still a few weeks away, but it's something that you need to be thinking about. Okay? So just kind of be working on those projects, and be working on your chapters 9 and 10 activities. And that's all I have for you for today. So just let me know if you have questions at all on any of those items. And other than that, enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend. And I will talk to you next time. Thank you.